Hey friends, it's Jay and Lisa, Our Simple Adventures. We are at the Lake of the Ozarks.
My apartment is a mess. There's no room for happy.
Okay, so how many of you have been in the Lake of the Ozarks area? But there is deer everywhere. Look at this. It's right here. It's a buck. There's a doe over there. They aren't even afraid. We have seen so many.
Oh, here's another one across the road.
Look at that fawn. He's still got some spots coming across the road. Incredible. Okay, off to our pontoon boat. Rosie.
Sit. Sit, Rosie. You're supposed to know how to sit. That's right. Look pretty.
Oh yeah, good girl. Yeah, this is Skip. He's been so generous to offer us a ride on his pontoon tonight.
Yeah. You gonna go too? You probably run off. I know you.
We're staying at a Boondockers Welcome, and Skip is good friends with Ken, our Boondockers Welcome person.
She went back. She's a little leery of this.
She gonna come getting on the boat?
I don't know if she will or not. She went run off anyway. I say that neighbors here from St.
Close
Louis.
the gate and she's back in there?
Huh?
Want me to close the gate?
Yeah, you can close it. She'll be all right. All she do is bark. Wife's got cameras on the house. She said, "Why that dog barking?" I said, "Well, because I was gone and she was outside."
How long is this? It's pretty long.
This is 24 foot.
24?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Need me to do something? Hot baked Italian. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is Saturday evening. We are at, like I said, on the Lake of the Ozarks, and this particular community is called Sunrise Beach.
You guys from?
Phoenix.
Oh, that's right, Arizona.
Yeah. Originally, I'm from Iowa, but
Okay.
oh, we almost got a full moon.
Yep. It's been kind of coming up.
Oh, this is awesome. There's a bear. They're up there.
I lost my son, so I decided to have bright colors. And I like this boat because red, white, and blue. And I said it kind of brightens things up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Most of them nowadays are all black like this one next door. That black boat there. It's got like a 200 and some horsepower motor.
That's a fancy pontoon there.
It's a 3-hull, yeah.
Try, yeah. You said you lost your son?
Huh?
What did you say? You lost your son?
Yeah, he was on a motorbike when he was 18. Had to have one of them crotch rockets.
Yeah.
I was against him having it, but he lasted about 6 months on that before he had his accident.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep. At least I can talk about it. That's been many, many, many years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this feels nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Need me to do something?
Huh?
Need me to do something?
No, just sit tight. We'll let this 80 horses put it in and out of there like it should be.
Look at that, just like a glove. Hey you guys, this is right outside the back of the prowler. See that doe and that fawn? It's kind of grooming each other. They're standing there. It's like 20 feet behind the camper here. The Lake of the Ozarks. Never seen so many deer. Here they're coming around the side of the prowler now. Where's baby? Where's the baby?
It's still over here.
Okay, before we left the river, I got up here to clean off the top of the slide because we knew branches and leaves and all kind of stuff were falling on the slide, and you don't want to close a slide like that. But I got up here, and this seal was hanging half off. It was rotted, and if you look at this RV is only 7 years old, but you know, sitting in the desert in the heat, you know, when the slide is closed, it almost, if which they must not have taken care of it, because if you put silicone on it, but you can see it kind of melted to the slide, and so it was torn half off. So I just took it off, and the next RV dealer, we're gonna grab another one. So here we are now at the Lake of the Ozarks, and the RV dealer just down the road. They had, let's see, this is 14 feet, and then 6 feet down, they had 22 feet. So it was just enough to do this, and then one of the up and down on one of the slides. I'm going to replace all the seals and all the slides as we go along here. So anyway, right now I'm going to replace this one. And then I have enough to do, actually, there's one on the other side that's worse than this. So, yep, we'll be replacing seals whenever I can find the D seal. And see this, that's what that looks like. So it's like a track. It's like a track. And this is called a D seal because it's shaped like a D. I don't know if that's a D or that a D, whatever. But so I should be able to just slide that all the way across. Again, this is 14 feet. Okay, I was able to push it, slide it all the way down. Looks like it's within about a foot of the other side over there. But now I'm gonna need Lisa's gonna come out, and I'm gonna get on the slide and go down there and pull it to the end, and then she's gonna be on this end on the ladder, and she's gonna cut it down here. Can I let it go?
I'm pushing it with you. Okay, hold on. Let me get this straight here. Okay.
that looks good. So now I should be able to cut it. Where's the end? What year is your van, Ken?
2005.
2000.
Van. 88.
88. Wow. What's that worth?
I have no idea. It's still part of the family.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I've driven 180,000.
Okay, new seal on the long slide, siliconed, and down the side here. So that's going to cut down on dust and moisture when we're traveling down the road, because that's when the slide's in where that works. So now, like I said, that was all they had on hand. So we'll check the next RV dealer we come by. And this afternoon, we're going to go explore Ha-Ha Tonka State Park. Okay, we are at Ha-Ha Tonka State Park in Camdenton, Missouri, just about 15 miles south of where our boondockers welcome. Okay, what do we got here?
All right, so this is the Ha-Ha Tonka Castle, built by a businessman, Robert McClure Snyder. It was back in 1905. He came over here and found this property and decided that he wanted to build a castle in European style that would be his escape from his busy life in the city. He had a family of 4 boys, I believe it was, and a wife. And so it was 1905 he started building this castle, and in 1906 he was killed in a car accident. The first ever death in a car accident for the state of Missouri. So nothing else was done with this house until about 1920, when his sons finally got together the money. It was after the market crashed and they were able to pull the money back together again and finish it. This castle was going to have 60 rooms in it, and the families lived in it for a while, the sons, and then it was made into a hotel. And then it was about 1942, so barely, just 20 years later. It was just 20 years later that it burned down. One of the chimneys caught on fire and burned the house down, and they never did anything more with it. It wasn't until I think like the late 70s, 1970s, where they finally got this made into a park to try to preserve it.
What was the guy's name?
Robert McClure Snyder.
Robert McClure Snyder.
Yeah.
And I guess he was a pretty successful businessman, obviously.
Very successful, and wanted this to, like I said, to look like a European type castle.
And he was lucky enough to be one of the first automobile fatalities in 1905 or 6 or whatever it was.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm seeing right after that, when the market crashed, he lost basically all his money. So that's why the sons couldn't do anything until the 20s, when they finally were able to pull it back together again.
You know what? I decided to take you guys in a little closer. You still see the burn marks here. Wow. I'm not supposed to be in here, but I'm not going to damage anything. Yeah, look at that. Dude had some money. Okay. Okay, coming back down the hill from the castle up there. What's this?
All right, so this is the carriage house, the ruined carriage house that was also burned. So yes, this is the first thing that you would actually come to in the park. You'd walk by this first, then go up to the castle.
So carriage house, I suppose this is where he kept his car that
Cars,
that
horses.
he crashed.
Yeah. Didn't say anything about the crash. I guess you have to look up that later. But so Ha-Ha Tonka means smiling water. Or big laugh.
Smiling water or big laugh. Okay. Okay, I think I was probably right. This place was able to hold 100 horses and 30 cars. And 42 embers from the so embers from the castle fire went on the roof of this, and that's what burned this. Wow, unlucky dude.
I guess, and vandals burned the water tower in '76.
Let's go see the water tower. Okay, here's the water tower. It was gravity fed. The castle's over there. They had also had quarters for their employees here somewhere at the base of the water tower. And there's a natural spring nearby here that where they drew their water from. It's called they used a hydraulic ram pump that ran off water pressure, I guess from the water tower here, that sucked or pumped the water into this tank. Let's take a look. Interesting.
That's the family was supposed to live down here.
They had employees that live down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. The family place.
Yeah. Okay, interesting stuff. History. Okay, hey, let's go find this spring. I keep wanting to say string. Spring.
And then there was some natural bridge too.
Oh yeah, natural bridge. Okay. Come on. All right, this is the natural bridge. In the picture, they showed water, like waterfall coming off it, or a little one. That's kind of neat. Do we walk under here? The natural bridge. There's a cave up here somewhere too, but they have it a gate on it, or a locked gate to protect the gray-winged bats, apparently. All right, I guess it's kind of cool. Okay, so we're ending our time here at this beautiful Boondockers Welcome property. And what'd you like best about Lake of the Ozarks? We didn't do a whole lot, but
No, I really didn't. But I mean, the boat ride was the best. I think it was just so impromptu and unexpected, and
Yeah,
it was just beautiful to be on the
Oh
lake
my
in the evening.
gosh,
That was just gorgeous.
sunset, perfect, beautiful. Yeah, and that castle was cool. I mean, it's historic. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like the historic, the castle and just the cave. I mean, that was really neat. It was a short little walks. Those walks were not
I mean,
long.
the natural bridge.
Yeah, the natural bridge. Sorry, and nice little walks, and those were pretty cool. I like the history there.
Anything?
And we got our molding fixed, so hey, don't have to worry about dust anymore.
Yeah. I wish they'd had more to do the rest of them. So anyway, there's nothing negative to. I don't have anything negative to say.
No. We have, well, the only negative thing is we've seen so many deer That's not even a thing anymore.
Spoiled on deer here. Wow. But anyway, we'll end this here. We will see you guys in a few days. So anyway, love you guys. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when we post. We will see you in a few days.
Next adventure.